Hey golfers, Dean with golfallyear.com, and today's video we're going to talk about the best and worst features of the budget golf simulators on the market. We're going to talk about Optishot, we're going to talk about R-Motion, and Tittle X. And so with those are all under or around $300. Usually, I think Optishot has actually increased their price a little bit, but for the most part, these are the three budget simulators that you can do from home. And so what I want to talk about is I want to talk about two of the best features and two of the worst features with each of the golf simulators. And this is from my perspective. This is from after using all these simulators, and so take that with for what it is. But I'm going to kind of give you my perspective on what are the best features and what are the worst features of these budget simulators. All right, so let's start by talking about the Optishot and what I feel are the best features of the Optishot. The number one thing I think with the Optishot is the ease of use. The Optishot is so easy to use. It is plug in, download the software, plug it in, and you can get started in under a minute playing courses. The versatility of being able to play courses and practice and get online and play. It's really easy to do and easy to use. You have your swing pad right there, and so you don't have to switch things out. You can use your own clubs and get started with real balls or no balls at all. So it's that ease of use of the Optishot, I think, is the first positive feature of the Optishot 2. Second feature that I think is really great about the Optishot is the swing data that it gives. I really think it's pretty accurate with certain data that it will give you. That is the club face angle, the swing path, your tempo, and your contact. And using those things, I really think you can improve your swing. I know that it's truly helped my swing. I've really lowered my handicap just using those small data pieces. I think sometimes we can get overwhelmed with all the swing data you can get. The Optishot is pretty concise and pretty accurate with those swing pieces of data. And so the great feature of the Optishot 2 is that swing data and the accuracy of it. So now let's talk about the R-Motion. I think the best feature of the R-Motion is the software that it uses. It uses the Golf Club 2019. Now, there are some issues that it's not upgrading to the new Golf Club, but the 2019 Golf Club software is really a nice piece of software, great graphics. You can do a lot of things with them. You can customize your golfer. You can adjust things on how you want to play the course. I think that the golf club software is a great feature of the R-Motion, and hopefully they will at some point allow you to upgrade to the newest feature. But right now that's not in the newest features of the golf club, but that's not in the works right now. But even with the 2019 golf club, I think that's a pretty cool deal and a great feature of the R-Motion. The next best feature of the R-Motion, I believe, is the price of the R-Motion and what you get for that price. Right now, I think with one clip, you can get the sensor and everything that it comes with for about $150 on Amazon. Okay, I'll put that link down below. But with that, you're going to be able to get a swing analyzer on an app, which I think is pretty cool. So if you want to quickly get out and hit with the swing analyzer and use it, you can do that with the R-Motion. You can also go into the software and go into the golf club and hit on real courses and things like that. But you don't even need a computer to hit on this. And all that for $150, I think is a great price and a lot of cool things that you can do with the R-Motion, from the swing analyzer on the app to the actual software to all the bells and whistles that come with it. All right, let's talk about the best features of the Tittle X golf simulator. The Tittle X is the cool thing about it is that you can play it anywhere. You can play it in your own living room. You can play it in a small little room. You can play it outside. You can do it in your garage. Anywhere you want to, you can do it. And it comes with a swing stick, so you don't even have to use your own clubs. So if people don't have their clubs, they can join in. Your kids can do it. It's really easy to do anywhere you want to play. You don't even need a ball, and you can't use a real ball, but it is able to play it just about anywhere you want. And so that's a cool feature of the Tittle X. Another neat feature of the Tittle X is that it uses the E6 software. And this is probably my favorite software. The R Motion uses the golf club software, and that's good, nice software, but it's not going to be updated. The E6 software is really neat and easy to use. The swing stats come up in a big picture so you can really see them. It has a lot of options, but it is able to keep them simple. The graphics are great. So I really do like the E6 software that the Tittle X uses. Now talk about some of the worst features of these golf simulators. And let's start with the Optishot. One of the worst features of the Optishot is that the mishits that you're going to get. Because the Optishot, and these other ones are also like this, are club trackers, meaning they're only tracking the club, they're not tracking the ball. With the Optishot, you're going to get a lot of mishits. You're going to get shots that if you take too steep of a swing, it's going to make the ball fly 350 yards. So, you're going to have to use mulligans and have to be patient with some of the mishits. You're also going to, if you top the ball, it's still going to fly on the Optishot because it doesn't know what the ball's doing. It only knows what your club is doing. And so, if you top the ball, you just hit mulligan. But it is very frustrating at times that, with all these mishits. In fact, the driver accuracy can be off. A lot of people have a hard time getting the driver to read, and so they'll have to tape their driver. I really don't like that, and so a lot of times I won't use my driver because of that. And so that can be an issue with it. I use a lot of irons with the Optishot as opposed to hitting my driver and not having to worry about taping the clubs or making sure the lighting is correct and things like that. So there are some frustrations with that with the Optishot. Another feature that I don't like about the Optishot that I wish they had was to be able to go outside and use it. I'd really love to see it be able to use outside on my hitting net so I could hit real balls outside when it's nice. I don't like to be cooped up in my garage when it's nice out, but you can't do that. The sensors and the lighting just detract from it. So that's a negative feature of the Optishot. If you want to be able to hit outside, you probably won't be able to. All right, let's talk about the worst feature of the R Motion. And this is an easy one for me. It's the clip system. The clip system where you have to clip the sensor onto each of your clubs and then transfer the sensor each time you want to change clubs, making sure the clip is aligned. I've done videos on this. If you check out my YouTube channel, you'll see all kinds of videos on how you have to get it exact. I've been on forums where they say, well, you can use tack on your sensor and your club, and people have kind of hacked the clip, but R Motion needed to figure that out, and the clip is hard to clip on there. It breaks. I've broken them. I've had my sensor fly out of the clip, and if I'm going to buy something, you shouldn't have to go hack in and make a new thing for it. The clip is an important piece of it. And I know that there are a lot of people that can DIY the clip and change it. I just don't think it's going to be very accurate either. You got to make sure the clip is right directly in the right spot every time. I don't like to have to take it off. And I like to use my real clubs that I'm going to hit on the golf course. Well, I play a lot of golf on a real golf course. I don't want to keep changing the clips out and trading them out and things like that. So the clip system is a really detractor in terms of the R Motion, and it's probably the worst feature, I think, of the R Motion. Another negative feature of the R Motion is they've stopped their support. You can't really get help with the R Motion. You can't really get, they're not updating or upgrading like I talked about with the golf club feature. They've kind of moved on to their launch monitor that is $500, and they're leaving the arm motion and all the clips and all that stuff just as is. And so it's really become a struggle to get any help with the arm motion. And that's a negative aspect of when you purchase the arm motion. Even though the price is great, you got to understand you're not going to get any support. All right, let's talk about the worst features of the Tittle X. I think you got to start with the Tittle X. I see more as a game. I don't see the other golf simulators as much as in the game realm, because with the Tittle X, you're not supposed to hit real balls. I've done it, but you're supposed to just swing the swing stick. There are a lot of tips and tricks to kind of mess with how the ball flies and things like that that you can do that are not realistic to real golf. And so there's a lot of gamification in there. You don't hit a real ball. You have a swing stick that you use when you're inside. You can use your real clubs, but again, you're going to get that issue of moving the sensor and things like that. And I just don't think the Tittle X is very accurate. And so that gamification and the accuracy piece I found to kind of detract from. Now, they do have some cool things like a demolition where you can hit things on the practice range and target practice on the practice range, which is pretty cool. But again, it's gamification more than golf simulator. All right, so the other feature I've talked about in the first negative feature, and that's the accuracy. I just don't know if the Tittle X is as accurate as the other simulators. I still think you have to line it up correct because it's a club tracking and you're not hitting a real ball even. You don't know if you've topped it. I just, when I look at what type of shots it hits, I'm not sold on the accuracy of the Tittle X. It's probably okay if you are, kind of just wanting to play and get a feel for what you're doing with the club. But overall, I don't think it's as accurate as some of the other simulators. All right, golfers. So there you have my best and worst features of each of the golf simulators. It's up to you to kind of figure out which one you think is the best fit for you. I use the Optishot more than the other simulators. I do use the R Motion and the Tittle X for different situations, like if I want to hit outside or if I want to just play inside with my kids or just swing the club and do some things. I might use the other simulators. But for me, the Optishot provides the best bang for your buck, so to speak. But the other simulators, I think, do a good job of being a budget simulator that you can use and actually play on courses and hit balls. And I think the main thing is that you get out and you hit golf balls. So, I recommend all three. I'll put all three of the links if you want to get those on Amazon through one of my links. I'll put those down below. Please subscribe to my channel. Looking to get more subscribers so that I can put out more videos and we can get better at golf. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and we'll keep getting better at golf.